Let's talk, besties. The topic I want to talk to you guys about is anxiety is going to cost so many of us our opportunities. And I'm saying that because I know that so many of us battle and deal with having anxiety, whether that's crowds or starting something new or just within yourself due to your own life story. And sometimes when new opportunities occur, that anxiety can build up and we end up taking a step back from what we should be and who we should be. And so this morning, my sister is starting a new art school. We switched art schools because it was closer to our house, because the other one was a good 30 minutes away via the BTS, which is like the SkyTrain. And it was pushing her, but not in a way that she needs to be ready for art school next year. And so this school, which is the original school I wanted her to go to, but they didn't have any spots and they just opened up a spot. And so obviously when that spot opened, I said, here's my money. And the moment she found out about it, I could tell that she was beginning to become anxious, because when my sister is anxious, she becomes an asshole. That's just like, she's not an asshole. She is a very sweet, kind, and genuine individual. But when her anxiety ramps up, she's an asshole. And a lot of that assholery is pointed at me. And so me as the older sister, as the adult who's been adulting for a good bit, I have to always check myself before I throw her out the window. Just to be honest with you guys, because there are just some moments. But this morning I could tell her alarm didn't go off at the correct time, so that added anxiety. And she was just like, she came out and I was like, where's your water bottle? Let me clean it so you can have water during your class. It's gonna be a 3-hour class. And she's like, 3 hours? What are we even gonna do? And I was like, oh, do you have all your stuff? And she was like, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know how to paint, and I don't even do. And I'm just like, you're going to school. What do you think school does? And I just waited for her to answer. She's like, you learn. I was like, so what are you talking about? And then she was quiet, and I was just like, we're gonna have to be quiet about this because I don't have any gentle parenting words at the moment. Oh my God, the coffee, I need it. Girl, wait, pause, detour for a second. I stayed up after the PerthSanta concert so I can watch Me and T, Edge of Horizon, and Payback. Not Me and T, Peach and Me, Edge of Horizon, and Payback. So I went to bed at around 3 a.m. and I had to be up by 8. And sure, baby girl's tired. That's yummy, great. Tired, but we need to be up. We have things to do today. So back to anxiety and it stealing your opportunities. So we took a motorbike there, trying to make sure that we got there early. If there's anything that they needed from me, I could be there to sign anything or whatever. She gets there maybe a minute before me, and she's just in the front, which I know, like, anxious. She's not gonna go inside. I have to go inside. Now, granted, the school is a Thai school. It is so it's majority in Thai. The great thing about my sister, she is adaptable when she gives herself space to. She's been in Thai language classes for a good 2 months now. She stands auditorily relatively well. So I'm not worried. In her other art classes, her art teacher also only spoke Thai. So this isn't a new environment for her, so she'll be fine. I'm bringing all this up to say, I guess, not even I guess, it's just the fact that when your anxiety comes and it's an opportunity that is for you to do something that you love, but you feel like it's holding you back, it's easier said than done. You're just gonna have to do it fucking anxious. Because I'm in a space in time in my life, and I guess I'm also sharing this because I'm also feeling really anxious about something. I'll tell you guys, we're all besties here. So I used to be a recording artist, but when I was really, really young, so don't be like, where your music at? No, I was really young. I got my first record deal when I was around the age of 9. And it's also like nothing crazy. It was like a Christian Kids Bop-esque vibe with legitness behind it, but it wasn't like, oh my God. Well, no, it wasn't that. And I've been in music for my entire life. And no matter how hard I try to not come back to it, it always finds me. And I've been feeling it a lot here of wanting to do music again, because I've been given opportunities, random as fuck. We did a dinner cruise and the lady gave me the mic. Didn't know I could sing, but gave me the mic. I went to a nightclub. You can't hear shit. They didn't know I could sing. They gave me the mic. I went to a random night market restaurant. I'm just bopping. They didn't know I could sing. They gave me the mic. It's become a thing now. Wherever I go, when I am not trying to attract the very thing that makes me anxious the most, because it's I might cry. I love music Wow, I love music and performing so much, but like, being told when I was really young, so like think 9, 10, 11, 12, that was the time where I was really like, we were in it, where I'm being told, you don't look like this, you don't sound like this, you don't act like this, I don't think you have it. So fun fact, I used to go to school with Chloe Bailey. If you know who that is, like this is, love her down. She is amazing. We also did a fashion show together, which is also crazy. And we were, I don't know, I was middle school, so this has no validation right now. Meaning I haven't spoken to her, seen her in like years. But we were in choir together and we would talk because we had similar experiences. We were signed to the same agency at one time. So there were just certain opportunities and things that only we could talk about it together because we understood it. But I remember there was a time I went home and I just got my headshots. I remember an individual, or wasn't at home, we were in a space, and an adult came up to me and was just like, you don't have the it factor like Chloe, and I don't think you're gonna be able to do this. And those words broke me. I don't think I've ever talked about it. Those words broke me so much that I just stopped. I stopped acting, I stopped singing. I was just like, well, if this individual who I held in a high regard says this, then I must not be that good. So I stopped. And again, no matter how hard I try, no matter where I go, music and performing follows me everywhere. So as many of you guys know, due to some of my TikToks via the Ticket to Heaven series that I did, I was a worship pastor, so I sang for 8 services in a weekend, every week. From there, I went to musical theater school. So I sang every single day, sang, I dance, I act. So it's just like, I can never run away from it. So there has been this singing competition that's here in Thailand, and it's nothing crazy, but it's just like, it's very low stakes, and I've been thinking about doing it. But I'm so anxious because if you hear the voices again, why would you do that? Why would, you know? But I'm not gonna lie, I was motivated last night by watching PerthSanta perform. And maybe everything does come back to Bio, because it made me really emotional, because I think PerthSanta are amazing actors. They are absolutely, they both have done a bajillion projects, but Love You Teacher I think will be my most favorite project that they will do as an individual who has a parent and a sibling who battles with, let's say mental disorder, but like a disability of a sort, in the way that was presented in the show. And being the caretaker in different circumstances, I was just like, they did this really well because it feels too real. I just think they're phenomenal actors. But seeing them last night at the Devil's Kiss fancon concert, have you ever been able just to, you see someone, you're doing your first love? Music is their first love. And I remember that Santa, he was supposed, because I know him and Pond have a very similar story, but Santa actually went to Korea and he was on the boy band show thing and was #1 for a while, and then somehow and then somehow magically got pushed down to the end, which honestly in that moment that was horrible, but thank God we didn't lose that man to K-pop, because then he would be sad and depressed and unable to be as gay as fuck. So I'm so happy that it didn't work out, because can you imagine us losing him to K-pop? Y'all, anyway, so his backstory music, and then knowing that Perth grew up with me, his dad loved music. And I don't think I have a video of it because I was just too entranced. There was a moment last night when he was singing, it was his song, and I can't think of the song right now either, but he was singing it, and then there was a point where he asked the crowd to sing it. And you just know when there's a moment for an artist when they realize this is my I made it moment, that you could tell if that was his moment, because we were singing his song. And you can tell he got emotional. And there was a moment where I realized that when Perth doesn't want to cry, he just not stares, but he just sort of starts scrunching his nose. But there was a really beautiful moment that I'm gonna cry again about, where, and granted, I'm not him, this is me assuming, I can't, he looks up at the sky. It's the ceiling, but the sky. And there's like this smile on his face. Why am I crying? And it's just like, his parents love music, but like, his dad was like the musician for him. And so it just, when he looked up in that moment, you just feel it in your soul. Excuse y'all outside, where you can just feel like he was like, Dad, we made it. And it made my heart soar, because watching someone do what they love to do is a beautiful thing, because not everyone gets to do that. And I also became really jealous, because I was just like, in my head I was like, and this might be me being a bit delusional, I've trained for years to do this. And maybe I don't think I want to be on the same scale as him. I don't know, maybe I need to build my confidence in that area, but I just want to get back into music. And that feels really weird to say out loud. This is a really fucking safe space, guys. I want to get back into music. I want to get back to writing my songs and performing. I don't know how that's supposed to fucking work here in Thailand. I really don't know how that's gonna work. But I feel like there have been too many incidences where I need coffee. Too many instances where it's been so fucking random. It's been so random. And I feel like I need to listen to whatever the universe is. Universe, God, whatever. I like saying God, but just know that the God and God are not the same for me. Evidently, it feels like they're trying to tell me, because I don't understand. I don't believe in running, but your girl's been zooming like Sonic when it comes to anything music related. And I think I'm at the point in my big year of 27, about to be 28 next month, is I am going to make this relatively short because I lost my train of thought. I'm gonna do what I just told you guys to do. Is I am really anxious and I am terrified, but I don't want to lose whatever this opportunity that I feel as though the universe is, God is trying to give to me, and I'm going to pursue music. I don't know how that's gonna work here in Thailand. I truly don't know how this is gonna work. But I'm just going to follow this intuition and believe in it and trust in it, and we're just gonna see how it goes. And you guys, obviously I want this to be a conversation, because I feel like obviously myself, my sister, you all, like, we're not the only ones who deal with anxiety, but I believe sharing how we get through our anxious moments helps so many other people who also deal with it. I'm very much a do it scared person, but I know not everyone is like that. So if you have any tips and tricks that help you push through your anxiety, I would love for you to share it down below, because it could help me out, so I'm sort of being selfish, or it could help another bestie. So thanks for joining. Let's talk. I guess we're gonna call it Let's Talk, bestie. Let's talk. And I can tell you guys, these for a fact will definitely be more consistent, because they feel more natural and not as forced from me. So I love you guys. And this is not sponsored by Oatside Cafe Latte Oat Milk, but I'm here to tell you this is really good. And I got it from 7-Eleven, so when you guys are here, you guys can get it from 7-Eleven. It's super cute. And as a person who's lactose intolerant, it helps that it's made with oat milk. So I don't know why I added that. So anyway, love you, bestie. Bye.